In this video, we panel line this Reiver. Here is where we are at. If you would like to see the videos leading up until this point, they will be linked in the card in the upper right hand corner. Just click the eye. I went ahead and finished basing the silver parts. I forgot like the grappling hook on the belt and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna start panel lining. This is Mechanicus Standard Gray. And this is the tiniest brush I have. So panel lining, if you're not familiar, is a form of recess shading. And recessed shading is where you would take a wash or shade or whatever the product you're using is called, and instead of flooding the miniature and letting the wash run into the recesses, you paint it directly into the recesses. People often do recessed shades when they do not want to alter the color of their base coat with a shade, or when dealing with things that have a lot of flat panels like a Space Marine. If you do the recess shade, you don't have to do as much cleanup on the flat areas. Panel lining is similar in that I'm going to be painting into the recesses, but I'm going to be using an acrylic paint. I'm not going to be doing a wash so that it'll actually be darker. And I'm also going to run this through lines that separate one detail from the next to draw a clear separation. And so all these little recessed details I'm painting right in. I'm painting like around the knee pads and that big armor plate that's right under the knees that separates the rest from the feet. I'm doing this around the chest piece. I did in the little kind of venti things along the sides. Anywhere that I want to boost the contrast, I'm going to run a line of this Mechanicus Standard Gray. This is my first attempt at panel lining, so it's probably going to look pretty messy. That's okay. After we edge highlight, which is also going to be messy, we'll come back in and we will clean it up using our original rust gray. Panel lining is something I picked up from watching Scott the Miniature Maniac over on the Maniac channel. If you're watching this, you've probably seen Maniac. He does it in his Heavy Metal Marine series, and it's something that I've wanted to try out. And then I love that series. I love that he's painting all the different colors of Space Marines, and it got me thinking about doing that. And then once I found out about the lore of the Unnumbered Sons, that kind of gave me the excuse to jump in and paint a kill team in all the different heraldries, and then try my hand at not exactly a full-fledged Heavy Metal Marine, but things like panel lining, edge highlighting, and then having a kill team with all the different heraldries. I'm also going to use this Mechanicus Standard Gray to paint the in-between joint bits of the armor. I don't know what they're called, but all the stuff that is kind of under the armor and in between the armor. We're also going to use this to base coat the chapter pad, and it's going to be the gray that gives our Grayshield his name. And that is how I hobbied today. Please let me know how you hobbied today down in the comments. If you would like to see all the videos in this series, they are linked in the cards. Go ahead, come back next week, and we're going to start edge highlighting this guy.